Pure Motivation was actually a group that was started by a student named James Swank. And James was a recording arts student who thought that Full Sail could do more in the community, and he was right. We built the organization around his dream, around his idea, which was to be a large body to go out in force and do good works. He named the organization Pure Motivation, the idea that when the motivation is pure, good things will happen. And that has definitely been part of our experience.
Our first Pure Motivation event was at a residential home for developmentally disabled adults. I think the thing that boggled my mind first on that day was the open call to students, and we had 50 people show up to be a part of that very first event. Pure Motivation to date has participated in 199. We're on the crest, the cuspid, if you will, of our 200th event. So I think 200 events for me to be able to reach that goal is a real testament to our students and their passion and their love of being involved and being of service. And if you've been to an event, you hear me say this every single time. It does not happen without you. My most memorable PM event, or events I should probably say, is Miracle League, which does the bringing of such a accessible game like baseball to folks who have disabilities. I think it's such a wonderful way to bring them together with each other, and then again expose our students to a population sometimes that can be a little daunting, and a population that's just so joyful. This organization has been a blessing. It was a blessing the day that James spoke about it. It was a blessing the day that I asked the powers that be if we could do it, and they graced it and supported it and have celebrated it ever since. Blessed every single time we can go into our community, bring our students, and if there's one thing to say to everybody who's ever touched any part of what we do, it's thank you, thank you. None of this would have been possible if people weren't willing to step up, to be a part of it, to try something out, to see how it goes. That belief, you don't find it everywhere. You find it here. And it's from that belief in the goodness, the purity of what we do, that's allowed us to have this kind of an impact. So thank you to everyone who's been involved. 200 Pure Motivation events. Who would have thought a dream that starts so small could be so big? Amazing.